everyone, and welcome to another episode of It's All Science. I'm your host, Mia Conti. Today we're here with Miss Leonis. She's a teacher here at South and teaches zoology. Thank you so much for joining us today. How has your day been? How are you feeling?
Well, frankly, Mia, I'm a little crabby.
Oh no.
Yeah, I ate too much holiday pie and my exoskeleton is too tight. I'm gonna have to molt, but I'm happy to be here with you today.
Thank goodness. We have some questions for you today. Our first one is, what is zoology all about?
Well, it's the study of animals. And so we cover everything from animals you've probably never heard of, and worms and jellyfish and all the way up to, vertebrates. Yeah, we cover everything.
Perfect. What kinds of animals will we study? You kind of already talked about that, but do you have any favorite animals?
I do. I'm a big fan of cephalopods. Cephalopods are animals that basically their name literally means head foot, and they include things like octopus, squid, nautilus, if you've ever heard of that. But that's always been one of my favorite groups of animals.
I love that. Our next question is, are there a lot of labs?
Yes. I would say that most of we do have labs throughout the class, but the second half of the class is more lab heavy. We do dissections, but we also have labs that aren't officially dissections. We have a lab where we have these little microscopic worms and we cut them in half to see what happens. It's kind of a mystery. And yeah, there's lots of hands-on activities. We do a lot of different things.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Our next one is, what kinds of assignments and assessments will we have?
I do everything from basic quizzes and tests to, sometimes labs will count as a summative assessment, especially if it's at the end of a unit. And projects. I love student projects, and I love students I'm a very creative person myself.
Me too.
So I like to give students choices as to what kind of project they want to do. So a little of everything.
Perfect. And could you describe a perfect day in zoology class?
A perfect day in zoology class. Everyone would be there on time and ready to go. Because I often do things like interesting, fun things at the beginning of class to get students interested. And if they arrive late or they're like strolling on their phone, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't work very well because, you do something funny and one kid notices. So I like kids to be engaged, definitely. And just, I love it when we're doing the hands-on activities and when students are interested and involved. That's a perfect day.
Yeah, come on guys, be on time for class. Your teachers care.
We do.
And lastly, what do you expect from your students?
Well, it's kind of redundant here, but I expect them to show up and be interested. Not everyone will get an A, but if you show up and you just like open your mind and are curious about what we're doing. And I mean, because zoology is an elective, pretty much everybody wants to be there, right? They usually want to be there, and everyone loves animals. They're interested in animals. So if you want to learn about animals you've never heard of and things that you just couldn't even imagine, animals are weird. They all have to do the same sorts of things. Like they all need oxygen in all of their cells, for example, but they have different ways of getting there. And something as simple as that. So, yeah.
I love that. Well, that's all we have time for. Thank you so much, Miss Simon, not Miss Simon, Miss Leonis.
Miss Leonis, yeah, that's all right.
That was our last person. Thank you for joining us. If you're interested in these amazing science programs, be sure to select them come course selection time, and see you again on It's All Science.
Thank you. I'm going to go molt.